Hello, you guys. Today is November 29th of 2021. So I will be uploading this video into my YouTube channel and also my Facebook account because I want to share this with you guys. I've been going through a lot this last month, but everything is good now. So everything has a reason why to happen, even if at the moment we don't understand it, okay? So that's something that I like to tell to my students and something that I like to tell to myself. En Spanish es todo tiene una razón por qué pasar incluso si al momento no lo vemos, okay? So that means that everything has a reason why to happen, even if at the moment we don't understand the meaning of it. It has a reason why to happen, and it's always a good reason. So in this case, I want to talk about how I got fired from my teaching job. Yes, I got fired, and it was the most stupid reason, to be honest. I even talked to my other colleagues, some teachers from other schools, and I told them, like, hey, what can I do? I did this happened, blah, blah, blah. So let me put you in context. You guys may not even, care about this video. So if you don't care about this video, just stop watching it and scroll down if you want. It's okay. But if you want to stay, thank you for that. I will begin. So, I applied for different schools in Mexico to teach English, and I got like 5 or 6 job offers, really good ones, right? So I decided to go for this Catholic school. I will not mention the name. You guys know what school is that, but I will not mention the name just for I don't want to say that that's a bad school because it's not a bad school, Just the way they manage, the way it is managed is not the correct way to manage school, but it's not a bad school. And I'm not mad at them. It's not a bad school, They're just close-minded and that's it, And not everyone is the same. So, okay, let me tell you what happened. So, I started working there online and then we work in person. Everything went good. I had no problems with my coworkers, no problem with the principal. The principal was a she, by the way, lady. So yeah, just making that clear. Everything went all right. I got good comments from parents because I was teaching English in English. What I mean by I was teaching English in English. Usually, content-based classes are taught in Spanish, right? Same as here in the States. When you are in a Spanish class, the content based is taught in Spanish. I mean, in English, because you guys don't know that much Spanish. So, for instance, here in the States, I am teaching content-based classes in English, but I am teaching Spanish, but I am teaching the grammatical structure of Spanish and English. And in Mexico, I teach the grammatical structure of English in Spanish, right? So that's how it works. I mean, I don't think this is confusing, so you guys know what I mean, right? So, at first I started to talk to the students in Spanish. And then little by little I'll tell them we will communicate in full sentences, you guys. So don't feel uncomfortable. We don't laugh about no one, just be conscious, focus, and everything it's all right. We all make mistakes. So if someone says something wrong, we don't laugh, we clap because they are smart, okay? So those were the rules for my class, and they are still the rules. They are still the rules in my classes. So everything went good. I was working for rich kids. Yes, I was working for rich kids. So they believe that they deserve more, or they look at me as a worker. Like, oh, you're getting paid. That's what you're teaching me. But some kids, they really wanted to learn English, and when they started to talk in full sentences, they were like, oh my god, I'm talking in English. And I was like, yes, that's what you're doing. You're really smart and you're capable of more. So everything went good. Obviously there's always good comments, but comments from parents, not everyone likes us, and that's totally understandable. So I was like, yeah, I like my job, everything, it's okay. And I developed a really good relationship with my students and also with the parents, because usually world languages professors, we don't really get to talk with parents and stuff because we are like the extra professors, they don't really care about us, they only care about the lead professor, like the teacher that is teaching in mathematics, Spanish, blah blah blah, but they don't really care about the teacher who is teaching English, right? So, um, I have had like certain, like, I don't want to say problems, but there was a lady. She was a grandmother of one of my students from third grade. And I was like, oh, you're not doing a good job. You're really young for this, blah, 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 blah. The kids don't behave. And I was like, okay, they don't behave because that's the way that their lead professor has been teaching them, you know? If they don't behave with the lead professor, they will not do it in my class, right? I was like, the other kids from first up to sixth grade, they know how to behave. I only have problems with the third graders, but I was like, it's okay, no problem. So, okay, this lady was like, oh, you don't know how to teach a class, blah, 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 blah. But she was being like conscious. She was not being like rude, you know, but I understood what she was trying to do. She was trying to make me feel bad, right? And I just ignore her comments, right? And you know, things happen. I was teaching English and stuff. Everything went good. I had no problems. And then, her grandson was allergic to gluten and some other things, right? I know that when students are allergic, you're not supposed to give them food because they can be allergic. You know, I'm not stupid. Sorry for saying that, but I'm not stupid. So I saw the grandson of this lady. He is a really nice student, by the way. You know, he's really smart and everything. And I saw him eating cookies, right? And he was like, he was eating the cookies, and he literally told me, "Maestro, voy a esperar." Well, I will say this in English because probably some of my coworkers will watch this video, and I wanna like make it in English fully. So I want to make this video full in English. So the kid was like, hi, Mr. Romero. So I'm helping my friend to finish his cookies so we can get into your class, right? And I was like, don't you have like cookies? And he was like, no, that's why I'm helping him to eat the cookies. And then I asked him, aren't you allergic to gluten? And he was like, no, I already got my shots. And I was like, okay, And I felt bad for that kid because I was like, he's eating the cookies from another kid. I mean, it's good that they share food, it's okay, no problem. But I told him, remember, we're in the middle of a pandemic, we cannot share food. And I gave him 15 pesos, which is like 75 cents, so he could get some cookies, right? And he was like, oh, I cannot go out and buy cookies. So I had some cookies in my backpack, and I was like, there you go, eat these cookies, you're good. But I asked him, like, so you can eat them, right? And he was like, yes. So I was like, okay, just don't tell your grandmother, just eat them and it's okay. So I was like, I thought about it like, freak, what I did, I gave this kid some cookies, but I was like, he didn't had any allergic reactions, everything is good. All right. So then so that happened on a Friday. Then yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. On a Tuesday, the grandmother goes to the school. She doesn't talk to me, right? She didn't went and talk to me. She went directly to talk to the principal. And I was like, oh, Fuck. I was like, maybe the kid had an allergic reaction. And that was not the case. That was not the case. He didn't have an allergic reaction. So the grandmother went to the school, and that's what she told to the principal. And I have the recordings, and I am still get upset because she said that I was trying to do something else with the kid. You guys know what I mean by something else, right? She basically told her that I wanted to do something else with the kid. That's why I was giving him cookies and stuff, right? So my principal, she was really smart. She didn't want me to work there no more, because they rather lost a teacher than lost a student, right? So she was like, okay, we're gonna move you to high school or middle school now because this happened, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's okay. I just want to apologize to her and to let her know that, I don't want to do something wrong with the kid and stuff. And she was like, oh, don't do nothing. Everything, it's okay. You only need to talk to the psychologist of the school. And I was like, okay, good. So they sent me to talk to the psychologist. And also they sent a kid to talk to the psychologist, to see if I did something, And this is hard for me to say, because I was abused when I was little. And believe me, this makes me think about a lot of things. So, okay. I went to talk to the psychologist, and she was like mad and stuff. And I just opened up to her, about my mental health and stuff. And she literally told me that I was mentally ill. She told me that I was mentally ill. And she says that she wanted an evaluation from my clinical psychologist, because I do go to therapy every here and then, And I talked to my clinical psychologist, because I'm studying psychology as well. And I told her, like, hey, oh, so, this happened, that happened, blah, blah, blah. And I need an evaluation. And she was like, no, we are not going to give her an evaluation. So I didn't want it to go to work, to be honest, because I was like, they don't trust me no more. They don't trust me. Like, they don't believe in me. Like, But the good thing is that I'm not the only teacher who hasn't fired from stupid reasons from that school. I got really bad comments from that school when I first started to work there. They were like, be really careful with the kids, the rich kids. If you do something wrong, they will like fire you right away at the moment. And one of my teachers told me that. One of my teachers from the university, because she worked at that school. And I was like, just because you get fired, that does not mean that I will get fired. And I did, I still cry a little, because that hurts me, but because they didn't trust me. But the reason why they didn't trust me is because they said that I have different sexual preferences. And I was like, oh, okay, but that has nothing to do with the way that I teach, right? So, I was like, everything, it's okay. So I was supposed to sign in my contract on a Monday, no, on a Tuesday, right? And then one of my coworkers, I will not say what grade she teaches, but let's say that she teaches 5th grade, right? So she's my friend, really my friend. And she was like, oh, you're going to talk to the psychologist, right? And I was like, I don't know. Why? And she's like, oh, well, the principal told me that you were going to talk to her. And I was like, okay. So then the lady from Control Escolar, or like the secretary, she's like, oh, Sergio, you need to go to talk to the principal and also the psychologist, right? So they made up a lot of stories. They said that I punched a kid in the face, that I did a lot of things, that I failed one of my classes at the university. And I was like, dude, I'm the only English teacher who is majoring in English as a foreign language. The other teachers that you have in here, I mean, they know how to speak English, most of them. They're not that fluent, But I was like, dude, I'm the best teacher you guys have in this fucking institution. Sorry for saying the word F, But I really got upset. And they basically treated me as a mental ill person, right? So yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I am still working to overcome this stage of my life, because it was hard. Like, if I have been like, I mean, there's ways that they could fire me. Just like, okay, you know what? So we had a new teacher, blah blah blah, and this and that. They could make up something different. Instead of being like, okay, you know what? This lady came in. You gave this kid some cookies. She thinks you will like do something bad with the kid, so we're firing you because you have a different sexual preference, right? So they made me feel really bad, to be honest. I don't. So I did not want to teach English no more, to be honest, because that really got me. Like, of course, I want to teach, but I was like, I don't want to teach English in elementary no more because of what happened, right? But everything it's good now. I'm teaching Spanish, so everything it's good. I'm still working at elementary level. I have a clean record. Everything it's okay. And I could sue the school for that, because they discriminated against me for my sexual preferences. But I was like, you know what? I believe in karma. I don't want to make this a big deal. And when I got fired, they were literally like, don't tell parents about this. And I told them the truth. I told them the truth, and parents wanted me back. They did. I have the audio, so if people don't believe this story and they're like, oh no, maybe you did something, whatever, I can be like, hey, do you want me to show you the audios? The parents wanted me back because they know that I'm a good teacher. I have respect for my students. I encourage them to speak in English. And I know what I am doing. The only bad thing was to give this kid some cookies and the 15 pesos, and the grandmother came saying that I wanted to do something else. And he was not the only kid who I gave food. So because when I got to talk to the principal, she was like, is this the only kid you gave food? And I was like, no, I have gave food to like a lot of kids. I told her the truth. Just because they're rich, that doesn't mean that they like eat every day. Sometimes their parents are like really busy and stuff, and they forget to like pack them something for lunch. And I just give them something so they can eat. And she was like, oh, but the grandmother came and she said that you wanted to do something else with the kid, and she misunderstood your message. And I was like, well, my message was to be nice to the kid. I just gave him some freaking cookies, 15 pesos. So I gave him the 15 pesos so he could buy his own cookies. But he was like, I cannot go and buy them. So I was like, there you go. And I was just like, I was expecting him to give me the 15 pesos, but I was like, it's okay, you can keep them. I didn't tell him anything. And yes, so that's how I got fired. I got fired for giving one of my students 15 pesos and cookies. So this grandmother came by, this parent, I will call her parent, even though she's not the mother of the kid, she's the grandmother of the kid. But she came and she said that I wanted to do something else with the kid, which I wasn't. But yes, I consider this this scenario as learning. We learn from our mistakes, we learn from our institutions that we work at, and we learn from people. So whenever I get back to Mexico, I know not to give them money, not to give them cookies, because they probably will misunderstand my message. So if a kid is like hungry or something, I'll be like, you know what, I cannot give you nothing, so go and talk to the principal, and if she's willing to give you something, go ahead, because I cannot do it myself. So yeah. And even here in the States, you can give them food with no problem. Of course, you need to know if they're allergic or not. And that's not the point of this. The point of this is not that the kid was allergic. The point of this is that she was saying that I wanted to do something against her grandson. So yeah, they discriminated me because, due to my sexual preferences. But yes, this is the end of the video, you guys. Thank you for watching. And yes, if you guys want to know the name of this school, I'm willing to say the name of the school. Maybe later on I will make a video with the full names and with the name of the institution. But I will not upload this video into my Facebook account. I will just do it on my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Muchas gracias por este video. Un abrazo a la distancia. And if you guys want to like learn English or learn Spanish, I mean, if you're watching this video in English, it means that you are a native English speaker. So, if you want to learn Spanish or need some help, let me know and I will be more than happy to help you out. So thank you for watching this video.